Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Denver South High School's Senior Awards Ceremony to honor the class of 2020. I'm Adam Kelsey, Assistant Principal and Athletic Director at South, and for tonight, I'll be serving as your virtual Master of Ceremonies. Now, when we think of the class of 2020, we're going to be thinking of the unprecedented challenges that they've faced. And for tonight, for about an hour, let's take a break from that and think about the amazing accomplishments that this special class of seniors has achieved. We have over 200 awards to bestow and honor the senior class with this evening. So, instead of sitting in those uncomfortable auditorium seats, find your favorite spot on the couch or your favorite chair, buckle in for a ride to see what the senior class of 2020 has achieved. First up, we're going to hear from our principal, Mr. Bobby Thomas.
Good evening. Coming live from the steps of Denver South High School. My name is Bobby Thomas and I'm the proud principal. I want to welcome everyone to the Senior Awards tonight as we get together and celebrate the accomplishments and commitment that the class of 2020 has made to our school community. I do not want to give a speech that talks about the historical times we're dealing with, the pandemic. What I want to do is make sure that each of you know I personally miss you, and so many of the South staff do as well. We're sorry we can't celebrate this moment tonight in person, give you hugs and high fives, but what I will say is soon, each of you will be right here on these steps, walking across some stage, hearing horns just like that, as you receive your diploma and your cap and gown that hopefully you'll decorate. I wanted to also say, seniors 2020, you will always be remembered, never ever forgotten. At checkout, you guys will receive these shirts courtesy of the South leadership team. So let's go ahead and get this night started.
We will kick off our awards for the evening featuring the English department and their awards of excellence. Our first award is nominated by Ms. Casados Cassidy for excellence in academic discourse. Sierra Askew and Rebecca Dlawayo. An award of excellence from Dr. Rinaldi for African American literature. Ayan Kojika, Jason Agyemang, Christy Vo, and Melade Schlate. From Ms. Casados Cassidy for excellence in analytical writing. Elvis Howe and Janice Carmona Ramirez. From Miss Redlin for excellence in AP Literature. Annie Welch, Barry Bartow, Catherine Salis, Emmylou Williams, Jade Bronson, Jana Nelson, and Nathanael Baumann. From Miss Redlin for excellence in competitive speech and debate, Benjamin Sankel and Haley Hayes. From Miss Casados Cassidy for excellence in creative writing, Josue Harada, Rose Layala, and Adriana Salgado. Joel Engelbrecht, Kelly McLean, and Vienne Vu. Awards from Miss Brooks for excellence in English, Maria Schonewise, Selah Bourgeois, Spencer Hodas, and Yoresi Olivares Montoya. From Dr. Rinaldi for excellence in Hispanic American literature, Melody Schlote, Nady Pinales Robles, Naomi Garcia Onofre. From Dr. Rinaldi for excellence in senior honors thesis, Adele Chisholm, Annie Welch, Ashley Bottom, Brenden Blackburn, Catherine Salis, and Emma Hoschler. Hannah Hall, Jade Bronson, Jordan Chamberlain, Joseph Blyer, Kaylee Knight, Luke Cornier, Nathanael Baumann, Michaela Fling, Rose Dang, and Taylor Johnson. And now for our English Department Outstanding Senior Awards.
I'm Dr. Rinaldi, and I am honored to present the Outstanding Seniors on behalf of the English Department. Spencer Hodas is being honored for his commitment to academics, his love of learning for learning's sake, and his consistently meaningful contributions to class discussions. Adriana Salgado is being honored for her genuine love of literature, her kindness to her peers, and amazingly strong work ethic. And Natalie Morales is being honored for also loving literature and wishing to have a deep understanding of all that we read, and also being helpful and good to her peers, as well as a committed and diligent student. We are happy to honor our outstanding seniors from the English Department.
And now for our Awards of Excellence, featuring the Math Department. For Ms. Shope, for excellence in mathematical understanding, work ethic, and kindness. Annie Welch and Catherine Salis. For Ms. Timmons, for perseverance in mathematics. Luna Keene. For Ms. Timmons, for determination in mathematics. Vanessa Aspiecia. For Ms. Timmons, for precision in mathematics. Maria Schonewise. For Ms. Timmons, for precision in mathematics. Mohadesh Sayed Nouri. For Ms. Timmons, for collaboration in mathematics. Natalie Morales. From Dr. Kirtley, for excellence in continued perseverance. Audrey Hampton, Ellie Lozau, and Carolina Limbersky. From Dr. Kirtley, for excellence in outstanding achievement. Reagan Burkhart, Michael Morales, and Adriana Salgado. Benjamin Sankel, Barry Bartow, Kim Dongel, Spencer Hodas, Emily Shelton, Annie Wright, Melody Schlote, Valerie Sepulveda Gonzalez, and Audrey Bush. Nathan Flannery, Makenna Lange, and Selah Negrete. And now, for our Outstanding Senior Awards, featuring the Math Department.
We nominated Catherine Salis for the Department of Mathematics Outstanding Achievement Award because of her consistent hard work, great attitude, and conceptual understanding of high-level math concepts. Way to go, Catherine.
I would also like to add that when Catherine was in my classroom, I felt as if she was a presence that pushed a class forward. She was always one of the first people to put herself out there. She was willing to take academic risks, and she engaged in high-level discussions in a way that impressed and helped the class community. So congratulations, Catherine, and best of luck to you.
Best of luck.
Hello, this is Miss Slider. I chose Sierra Askins for the Outstanding Senior in Math Award because she not only pushed herself this year in taking a college course, she did phenomenal in the Math for Liberal Arts course, as well as statistics, even with the more rigorous content. She was there every day. She had a phenomenal attitude and always asked questions. She is an amazing student, and I'm so proud to have her honored in this way.
Moving on with our Awards of Excellence, featuring Social Studies. For Mr. Childers, for excellence in AP Psychology. Barry Bartow, Catherine Clarke, and Hannah Hall. For Mr. Woodard, for excellence in AP United States Government and Politics, Adele Chisholm and Michaela Fling. For Mr. Deserino, for excellence in Political Science, Kiana Price, Tango Lawless, Alan Konsick, Alora Espino, Catherine Salas, Felix Martinez, Hannah Hall, Harper Lewis, John Larchenko, Makenna Lange, Maya Contreras, Rose Dang, Selah Bourgeois, Tatum Geller, and Thomas Collier. And now, for our Outstanding Senior Awards from the Social Studies Department.
Congratulations, Audrey, on your Social Studies Award and on your graduation from South High School. I appreciate so much all the work you put in, but more importantly, all the curiosity that you showed and your love of learning and reading. We'll miss you so much here at South. I know I speak for many of your teachers when I say that. So again, congratulations, and we wish you the best in your future.
Hey South Rebels, Coach Marini here to present one of the 2 senior awards for the Social Studies Department of Excellence. But I got a very special guest who wants to present this award, so let me go get him. What's up, y'all? It's Rob Gronkowski the Gronk. I'm back from retirement and I'm here to present the award for Social Studies 2020 Senior Excellence to Michelle Castro. Congratulations, Michelle. Michelle's just a hard worker. She comes to class every day with a great smile on her face. She loves to talk, she loves current events, she loves to debate, and that's why the Social Studies Department picked her. Congratulations, Michelle. Go Bucks!
And now for our Awards of Excellence featuring the Science Department. For Mr. Vatical for excellence in animal science, Adele Chisholm, Luke Cornier, Lucas Garner, John Madden, and Presley Schmidt. For Mr. Mack for excellence in AP Physics, Benjamin Mayer, Emma Hushler, Jana Nelson, Kaya Butterfield, Luke Cornier, Michaela Fling, Nathanael Baumann, Spencer Hodas, Thomas Collier, Tilly Pinkowitz, Vienne Vu, William Warren, Benjamin Sankel, Annie Welch, Selah Bourgeois, and Vamara Kone. For Miss Naziri for excellence in dedication and perseverance, Annie Welch. For Mr. Vatical for excellence in improvement in zoology, Edward Nelson. For Mr. Vatical for class ideas in zoology, Harper Lewis. For Mr. Vatical for excellence in zoology, Christy Vo, Findlay Burnett, Gabriel Morrow, Isabella Gassner, Kiana Price, Makenna Lange, Maria Schonewise, Luna Keene. And now for our Outstanding Senior Awards featuring the Science Department.
A senior we'd like to recognize for the science department is Kaya Butterfield. Kaya Butterfield, when he joined South High School, has taken AP Environmental, AP Physics, AP Biology, and AP Chemistry. Kaya Butterfield has worked really hard inside the classroom and outside the classroom, has shown his teachers that not only is he dedicated to the field of science, but is also willing to make changes in his lifestyle to be a scientist. Congratulations, Kaya.
Hi, I'm Miss Krause, and I'm honored to present an Outstanding Senior Award to Selah Bourgeois for the Science Department. Selah is being nominated for the excellence with which she holds herself to in all the work she produces and her ability to think through complex issues, helping others around her to think deeper and more intentionally about the world around them.
And now for our awards of excellence for world languages. From Miss Underhill for excellence in Arabic language, literature, and culture, Adam El-Gardwi. For Miss Han for excellence in work ethic in Chinese class, Josue Harada. And now for our Outstanding Senior Awards, featuring the World Language Department.
Congratulations, Catherine Salas. You are being recognized today for Outstanding Senior in Spanish. Catherine has been an exemplar student all 4 years here at South studying Spanish. She immerses herself in the language in and out of the classroom with her peers and with her teacher. That means Catherine is working diligently to improve her abilities in Spanish. She's excited to get her work done, and that excitement translates into motivation for her peers. Additionally, Catherine has an infectious, positive attitude that brightens every class. Catherine, we are so excited to celebrate you today. Congratulations! Today, we are so excited to celebrate Luis Velazquez for our Outstanding Senior in Spanish Language Arts. Luis has shown a dedication and commitment to the language that has resulted in his significant improvement. Luis has worked diligently in and out of the classroom to be the best student possible. He gets help when he needs it, and he works with his peers and teachers to improve his abilities. Luis, we are so excited to celebrate you today. You have been a phenomenal student your years here at South. Congratulations. Salam, ni hao, hola. Our next senior that we would like to recognize understands all 3 of those languages. It's Presley Schmidt. We're recognizing Presley today as Outstanding Polyglot Senior. Polyglot means that she's not bilingual, she's not trilingual. That means she knows more than 3 languages. Presley has studied Spanish, Arabic, and Chinese here at South. And not only has she studied them, she has been an exemplar student in all of her classes. Presley works with her teachers when she has doubts. She works with her classmates to motivate them and herself. We are so proud of Presley, and she motivates me to learn another language. Presley, congratulations. We are so excited for everything life has to offer you.
And now for our awards of excellence for the Career Technical Education Department. For Mr. Cole for excellence in marketing, Adonye Wolder Jerima, Esmeralda Nava Lopez, and Jonah Newberger. For Mr. Cole for excellence in video production, Adriana Salgado, Henry Mammal, Audrey Hampton, Jesse Grubesic, Maria Schonewise, and Natalie Morales. For Mr. Midori for excellence in engineer drafting, Tristan Hunt and Bryce Kalman. For Mr. Midori for excellence in engineering, Mason Mitchell and Garnett Letendre. From Mr. Buck for excellence in engineering design, Vamara Kone, Ritu Ray, and Madeline Bishop. From Mr. Sweeterman for excellence in computer science, Jason Agyemang, Catherine Salas, Benjamin Sankel. For Mr. McClure for excellence in CTE and Renaissance, Annika Cedar. From Mr. McClure for excellence in AP Studio Portfolio and Website, Talia Williamson. And now for our Outstanding Senior Awards from your Career Technical Education Department.
Hello, I'm Richard Cole, and it's with great pleasure that I get to announce the Business Program's Outstanding Senior for the Class of 2020, Sierra Askins. Sierra has shown passion for business and marketing through her outstanding work ethic and natural leadership abilities. A quality that makes Sierra one of our top business students is her penchant for asking why and not just accepting things the way they are. Sierra has an interest in eventually starting up her own business in the future, and I'm sure that it will be an amazing success. Congratulations again, Sierra, for being our outstanding business student this year.
Hello, South family. It is indeed a privilege of mine to name Ben Mayer as the most outstanding engineering student for the graduating class of 2020. He has proven himself to be dedicated, resilient, and a true team player. With that, Ben Mayer, I wish you all the best that life has to offer in your future endeavors. Congratulations.
I'd like to recognize Rose Dang with the Outstanding Award in Digital Art. I'd like to recognize her for her creativity and originality that I've observed from her in the past 2 years. Not only that, her level of professionalism in both her work ethic and in her original style of art has been amazing to watch. Congratulations, Rose. I miss you.
Hello, Mr. Cole here again. This time I'd like to give recognition to our outstanding seniors from our video production department. The first senior is Luc Cornier, who has been with our program for 3 years, and as a senior, really shown his leadership abilities. He has made sure that everything that we try to do on the show comes out to perfection, and he's been a great role model to the students around him. He even made one of the best videos we saw this year for music videos called Fries. Congratulations, Luke. It was a pleasure having you in class, and I'm happy that you were able to receive this award. Our second outstanding senior for the video production department is Hiba Hageg. I don't know where to begin with Hiba. She has done everything during her senior year. As a 3-year member of the Rebel Report, she not only was a great student in class creating segments and making the show as good as she could, she was also our producer this year. She spent countless hours making sure that the show looked just like we wanted it to look. She was meticulous, took very careful notes, and made sure that everything that we were doing was always under her thumb. I'm really impressed with Hiba and her abilities, and I think that she's going to be an outstanding member in society moving forward. Congratulations again, Hiba. I will miss you. I think you are probably my best video production student I've ever had.
And now for our Awards of Excellence featuring the Arts Department. For Mr. Dobbins, for excellence in their dedication to instrumental music, Amelia Newman, Ashley Bottom, Emilio Tafoya, Maria Schonewise, Tony Figueroa, Tyler Silverstein, and Nathanael Baumann. For Ms. Patterson, for excellence in musicianship, Elisa Moscal, Isabella Yao, and Luna Keene. From Ms. Patterson, for excellence in musicianship and music theory, Josue Harada. From Dr. Rinaldi, for excellence in theater, Jordan Chamberlain, Isabella Yao, Elisa Moscal, Luna Keene, Tony Figueroa, and Ruby Rodriguez. From Miss Beckman for excellence in three-dimensional visual arts, Margaret Goff, Rebecca Anderson, Alexandra Dupree, Chloe Robinson, Christy Vo, Lucela Nichols, Naomi Garcia Onofre, and Sophia Sheetslag. For Miss Beckman, for excellence in visual arts, Hiba Hagegi. From Miss Patterson, for excellence in choral leadership, William Warren. And now, for our Outstanding Senior Awards, featuring the Arts Department.
Well, it's Senior Art Awards, and boy, that is a tough choice. There's so many people who have art awards for or art classes for 4 years, and one of them I'd like to talk about is Hiba Haji. She is an amazing person. She came her freshman year, started the art program, photography, built all the way up to AP. But on top of all that, she's really kind. She can run a light board. She understands everything about set building. She's been indispensable to all of the arts and to a huge group of friends. She's lived the art dream. We are so proud of you. And look, I can do this socially distant hugging.
We would also like to honor Margaret Goff with our South High School Visual Art Participation Award. Margaret has been interested, involved, trying new things in the art world her entire high school career, and all of us art teachers are very proud to honor her with this award, especially me, knowing that she had taken 2 AP portfolio courses her senior year. She was doing an art internship through the Center of Visual Arts at MSU. We're just very proud of you, Margaret. We're excited to see what you do in the future with your art making abilities. Don't ever stop trying new things. Know that we care very much about you and are so happy to give you this award. Congratulations, you've worked really hard for it. We're proud of you.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Patterson, and I am thrilled to announce William Warren as the recipient of the National School Choral Award and Josue Harada as the recipient of the Director's Award in Chorus. Will has been a member of choir from his freshman year all the way through to his senior year, serving as our choir president last year and a co-president this year. His leadership has been incredible, and he has made great contributions to our choral program. Josue's knowledge of music theory is like no other, and his passion for all things vocal and all things musical is simply inspiring. So congratulations, men. You are both truly deserving of these nationally recognized awards.
Every year for nearly 50 years, high schools across the U.S. and Canada have given out the Louis Armstrong Award for Jazz Excellence to a graduating senior. The Louis Armstrong Award for Jazz Excellence is given to a senior that embodies the spirit of Louis Armstrong, the dedication to the jazz arts, the persistence in developing their musical talent, and for their leadership in and out of the classroom. This year, Denver South High School is awarding the Louis Armstrong Award for Jazz Excellence to Maria Schonewise. Every year, high schools across the nation select a graduating senior from band and award them the John Philip Sousa Award for Band. The John Philip Sousa Award is given to a student who shows exceptional musical talent, tremendous leadership, and excellence in dedication and perseverance. The recipient of the John Philip Sousa Award for Band this year from Denver South High School is Tony Figueroa.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rinaldi, and I am very pleased and proud to announce that the Outstanding Senior Award for South High Student Theater in 2020 is Luc Cornier. Not only is Luke an amazing performer, but his work with our Unified program is more inspiring than any performance he's ever given. He's wonderful on stage, he's wonderful in the classroom with his peers, and very deserving of this award. Congratulations, Luke.
Hello, Mr. Cole here again. Being part of South High School's stage crew is a very, very fun thing for most students to do, but it's also one of the more time-consuming requirements that a student would put on themselves. We have to build every stage set for musicals, plays, choirs, band shows, put on the shows, Culture Fest. I mean, we do just about everything, and there are a lot of great students who work on our crew. This year, we have 2 seniors who are leaving that are going to be very, very missed. First, Maria Schonewise. Maria has been with us for 2 years, and she immediately, as a junior, figured out how to use a very complicated digital audio board system. And by the end of the first show, she became our lead for audio for these past 2 years. She does an amazing job. Her attention to detail is outstanding, and I'm going to miss having her as part of our crew. My second student that I'd like to give the Outstanding Award for Stage Crew is Hiba Hageg. Hiba basically ran the entire program as my right-hand person. She took care of making sure what we needed was in-house for our stage builds. She not only ran the light board extremely well, she basically ran every one of the student groups and made sure that each group was doing what they were responsible for. I will definitely miss Hiba as she leaves. Replacing somebody with her immense talent, it would be hard to do. Congratulations again to both Maria and Hiba for winning our Outstanding Seniors of 2020 awards for Stage Crew.
And now for our Awards of Excellence featuring the Physical Education Department. For Mr. Demers, for excellence in dance composition, Amelia Newman. Also for Mr. Demers, for excellence in dance composition and leadership, Han Lee, Malou Manley Bryson, and Tania Middleton Cunningham. For Miss Wash, for excellence in PE student assistantship, Leo Bourgeois. For Miss Ryan, for excellence in physical education, Carlito Hale, Gracia Mungazi. Also for Miss Ryan, for excellence in unified partnership, Abel Lopez Orozco. For Mr. Feldman, for excellence as the strongest female rebel, Alexandra Moore. And now for our Outstanding Senior Awards from Physical Education.
My name is Joseph Demers, and I'm the Director of Dance at South High School. It is my pleasure to give Tania Middleton Cunningham the Outstanding Award for Dance Excellence and Leadership. Tania, I am so proud of you for finishing this school year and for everything that you have done with our dance program. And perhaps my strongest memories will be of your contributions to dance team, that you stepped up as one of our dance team captains, so positive, community-minded and community-oriented, and an incredible choreographer. You have brought so much joy and creativity to our team and our program, and it is my pleasure to see you off into the world. And I wish you the best with everything that you do, and I hope that you have an incredible journey through college, and that you will always have a home here at South, and that anytime you want to come back, I would love to have you as one of our choreographers. Thank you so much, Tania. I'm proud of you. You are an outstanding individual, and congratulations.
Hi, I'm Coach Katie Ryan, and I'm honored to present an Outstanding Senior Award in Physical Education. Israel Martin is being honored for the positive energy and enthusiasm he brings to PE and all sports every day, for being inclusive and making sure everyone feels like a part of his team, and finally, for having the best Coach Tyson impression.
And now for our Outstanding Senior Awards from South's JROTC program.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Lieutenant Colonel Meek from the Junior ROTC Department, and I have the honor of recognizing the outstanding seniors from Junior ROTC. Joe Bingelbrecht is our top enlisted leader in our Junior ROTC battalion. He is the commander's right-hand person, the one who makes things happen. Here's why he's an outstanding senior in Junior ROTC. He led our color guard to many events around Denver this past year, where he posted the colors during the presentation of the national anthem. Some events included over 1,000 guests. He maintained a strong GPA while playing varsity football and having an important leadership position in Junior ROTC. Job ensured that the flags are raised and lowered every day at South in his role as a sergeant major. Candace Wells is our Junior ROTC battalion commander, which means she is the person who runs Junior ROTC. She has been a 4-year student in Junior ROTC. Once a quiet follower as a freshman, she learned how to lead, and as a senior, she makes things happen, and not in such a quiet way as she once did. Oh, who's kidding? When was Candace ever quiet or shy? Why is she an outstanding senior in Junior ROTC? She was top gun for the rifle team this year and led the team to the state competition and regionals in Arizona. She has an excellent grade point average and was accepted at the University of Hawaii and Northern Arizona. However, her desire is to continue serving others, which led her to enlist in the United States Army in the military intelligence specialty. There's no doubt that she will be Army strong wherever she serves our nation around the world. Congratulations, Job and Candace. Sergeant Anderson and myself are proud to announce that you are our outstanding seniors in Junior ROTC.
And now for our Awards of Excellence featuring the Special Education Department. From Mr. Davis for excellence in coffee cart management, Cesar Barajas and Emily Rojas Martinez. For Mr. Davis for excellence in having a positive mindset, Noor Al-Mihim. For Mr. Davis for being an outstanding Special Olympics volunteer, Kasim Stewart. For Mr. Davis in excellence in work-based learning dedication, Ali Al-Jadi. For Mr. McNamara, for excellence in self-advocacy and organization, Jenna Moreno. And now for our Outstanding Senior Awards featuring the Special Education Department.
I'm Mr. Davis, and it is my privilege to announce the Outstanding Seniors on behalf of the Special Education Department. Ian Pham is being honored for his unending curiosity, his dedication to education and family, and his deep love for animals and people. Ian is beautifully different and has demonstrated the true meaning of being a rebel. Isabel Cervantes is being honored for her love of learning, her kindness to her peers, and her strong work ethic. Isabel is a leader who never stops improving. It is with great pride that we honor these incredible students from the Special Education Department.
And now for our Awards of Excellence for School Culture and Leadership. From Miss Barrow for excellence in school spirit and culture, Alan Konsick, Carly Dilworth, Gabrielle Rhodes, Gabriel Fromm, Hamdi Ali, Jacob Drews, Caden Braish, Luis Gonzalez, Moharesh Sedeh Nori, Nardos Urfeto, Seth Askins, Sila Negrete. For Mr. Brooks for excellence in South Ambassadorship, Aiden Kabuti and Tatum Geller. For Mr. Brooks for excellence in student leadership, Annie Wright, Catherine Salis, Emma Hoschler, Nate Kingdom, Nathanael Baumann, Yerezi Olivares Montoya, and Annie Welch. And now for our Outstanding Senior Awards for School Culture and Leadership.
Hello, everyone, and I am Miss Barrow, and I have the privilege of announcing the Outstanding Senior for Yearbook this year. And Ms. Sullivan and I would like to congratulate Ms. Tilly Pinkowitz for all of her contributions she's made to the yearbook at South High School over the 4 years that she has been a student. She was definitely our teacher this year in class, as we were the first, it was our first year teaching yearbook, and so we could not have done it without you, Tilly. You are just an incredible human, and just this award, you're so deserving of this award, and congratulations to you.
Congratulations, Tilly, on this outstanding yearbook award. It is certainly deserved. Thank you so much for all that you have done for this book this year. I think that we ended with a really amazing yearbook, and that would not have been possible if it weren't for you. When it comes to putting in the time and working hard to create something truly great, you set a great example of what an editor-in-chief should be. So thank you for that, and thank you for all that you have taught me about yearbook as well this year. Good luck.
Miss Barrow here, and I have the privilege of announcing the Outstanding Senior Award for the South Community Champion. And this award is actually going to 2 different seniors who really are champions of the whole child movement at South. And this award is going to go to Mr. Nate Kingdom and Miss Annie Wright for all of their work that they did helping support and designing the Rebel Day for our sophomore class. Annie and Nate spent 3 days in the North Gym with our sophomores facilitating and creating a program specifically designed for South High School students. And they worked so incredibly hard and just really gave a lot to the inclusion in regard to the whole child priority that South High School so loves and believes in. So thank you for being champions of mental health, and thank you for just all that you do to create an inclusive environment at South High School. You two definitely deserve this award. And I have the honor of recognizing the Outstanding Senior for the South Spirit Award. And this award goes to a senior who I had many interactions with in the hallway his senior year of high school, but more importantly, he is a self-proclaimed South High School hype man. And that's definitely true. Carlito Hale, you are such a beacon of spirit, and you were definitely just so much fun to work with this year in different events at South, at games. So whether or not you were suited up on the football field or at a pep rally or at an event for South High School, you always just really shined and wanted your peers and your friends and everyone around you to have a good time. And so I hope that you continue to be the hype man next year, wherever your future may take you, and congratulations on winning this award.
Hello, Mr. Brooks here, and it is my honor and pleasure to announce the Outstanding Achievement Awards for Student Leadership. I have 2 young ladies who are very deserving of this award equally for their professionalism, integrity, communication, accountability, and the fact that they stand up for what is right. So both of these awards go to, in no particular order, Maya Contreras and Taylor Johnson. Thank you and congratulations, ladies. I have the pleasure to also announce the awards for Outstanding Achievement in Student Board of Education. I've had the pleasure of working with these 2 young ladies for the last 3 years, 2 years as student board members, where they have developed incredible policies to help the South School and community, and done so with integrity and incredible dedication. The first award goes to Maya Contreras, who is also on the Denver Public Schools executive team and did an excellent job. The second award goes to Annie Welch, who was the chair of our school's CSC committee, among many other awesome roles. So congratulations, Maya and Annie. You are well deserving of this, and thank you for your time and effort.
And now for our prestigious scholarship award winners.
I am pleased to announce that William Warren is the recipient of the Daniel Scholarship. The Daniel Scholarship is given to students who demonstrate leadership, character, community service, and academic standing. William exemplifies all of these traits, and we are very excited to announce that he will be attending the Carlito School of Mines with the Daniel Scholarship for the next 4 years, full ride. We are proud of you, William, and we will miss you.
Hey, South Rebel family. This is Mrs. Rivera from the counseling office, and on behalf of the South counseling team, I want to congratulate and honor the recipients of the DPS Retired Employees Scholarship, Barry Bartow, Katie Clarke, and Emma Hessler. The DPS Retired Employees Scholarship was started in 1996 by a group of retired DPS employees. Their goal was to honor graduating seniors who had achieved academically and also gotten involved to make the most of their time in the Denver Public Schools. In 1996, they started by awarding just 2 $1,000 scholarships. Over the last 25 years, their foundation has grown through the generous donation of retired DPS employees. This year, recipients will be receiving $10,000 scholarships for the first year that is then renewable for the remaining 3 years of their college careers. Again, it is my honor to introduce to you Barry Bartow, who will be attending Vanderbilt University, Katie Clarke, who will be attending the University of Colorado Boulder, and Emma Hessler, who will be attending the University of Colorado Boulder. Congratulations, students, on all your hard work. We know that you will make South and DPS very proud. And thank you to the DPS Retired Employees Foundation.
Good afternoon, South High School seniors. I'm Ms. Brzezinski, school counselor, and I am pleased to announce the recipients of the Lillis Foundation Scholarship. The Lillis Scholars Program focuses on identifying promising high school students in Colorado with the help of their teachers, counselors, and school administrative personnel. Students who receive this scholarship are chosen for their strength of character, academic promise, leadership potential, the potential to contribute to one's community, and well-rounded personality. All Lillis scholars are encouraged to obtain the highest quality education they can. Scholars may pursue any course of study and may use their award at any accredited institution of higher education, public or private, within the U.S. Upon evidence of satisfactory progress, scholarships are renewable for 3 additional years. It is my pleasure to announce that 2 South High School students received this scholarship this year. They are Spencer Hodas and Adriana Salgado. Academically, Spencer has taken on the most rigorous course of study possible at South High School and has excelled across the board. He has exhausted our advanced placement and concurrent enrollment level courses in all disciplines. It is hard to know where to begin in terms of Spencer's involvement during his time at South High School. Spencer is a 2-sport athlete and plays varsity baseball and basketball. He has also been a member of Student Senate for all 4 years of his time at South High School and has been a faithful volunteer at the Denver South Food Bank. Spencer has expressed that he enjoys the experience of interacting with his peers from all around the world, learning about their culture and learning their language while helping at the food bank. Spencer also volunteers with Volunteers of America and the Colorado Special Olympics. As a volunteer for Volunteers of America, Spencer delivers meals to homebound seniors in the Denver area. He also helps at the Special Olympics state basketball and tennis competitions and the Denver Public Schools Elementary Special Olympics track and field meet. Spencer will be taking his scholarship with him to the Kelley School of Business at Indiana University in Bloomington, and we wish him all the best of luck. Adriana has challenged herself academically, earning a 4.8 GPA. She is such a kind soul, giving of herself always and when needed, always happy and friendly towards everyone. She has learned to take care of herself and her needs from a young age and learned to be independent. She has been part of South High School Senate every year, participated as a cheerleader all 4 years, and has been an academic peer tutor. She is very deserving of this scholarship and has worked extremely hard to achieve at a high level. She will be taking her scholarship to the University of Colorado at Boulder, and we wish her the best of luck. Thank you.
It is with pleasure that I announce that Christy Vo received the Puxta Scholarship. Christy will be attending the University of Denver next year with the help of this scholarship. This scholarship is given to students who continue to contribute to their community through service and ongoing projects. Congratulations, Christy. We will miss you and you deserve it.
And now for our Outstanding Athletics Award winners. Hello again, Mr. Kelsey here, this time as your athletic director, to share a few of our senior awards for athletics. Now, before we get to our individual award winners, I'd just like to say a huge shout out, congratulations, and thank you to all of the student athletes in the class of 2020. You all have represented us in such an incredible way over your 4 years here at South. And you've left a legacy and a foundation for more success to come after you. So congratulations on all of your achievements. And now for a couple of athletics awards. Our top male and female student athletes for the class of 2020. Our top male recipient is going to be Mr. Grayson Gifford. Now, Grayson has really impressed the athletic staff at South for a number of reasons. Number one, his hard work and dedication in baseball turned him from someone who people didn't have their eye on to a guy who was one of the top players in DPS in the state and is now on his way to Azusa Pacific University on a baseball scholarship. Grayson also held it down in the classroom with a 3.7 GPA and completed a great deal of community service, representing our athletic program in many different great ways. So congratulations, Grayson, and good luck to you in the future. Our female recipient as a top female student athlete at South High School is Ellie Jaron Buhanda. Now, Ellie did come into South as a highly touted superstar volleyball player, but she always met or exceeded those expectations. She ended up being the only volleyball player in school history to be chosen to the DPS First League All-League team for 4 straight years. Ellie was also chosen to 2 different all-state teams to play amongst the best volleyball players in the state of Colorado. She'll be taking her talents to Eastern University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, along with her 3.9 GPA, her big smile, and us remembering her legacy as a great teammate who cared about everybody. So congratulations to you, Ellie. Our final athletics award of the evening is one that's offered by South High School in partnership with the Larissa Hartman Memorial Fund and the Denver Foundation. Now, Larissa Hartman was a multi-sport athlete in gymnastics and track when she was at South. And she was one of those student athletes who kind of makes you take notice because of her incredible drive and focus to chase her passions and her goals and dreams. She never allowed any obstacles to stand in her way. And yet at the same time, she was also focused on being a fantastic teammate and member of South's community. This year's award is going to go to a young lady who reminds us of that same determination and focus and that same caring attitude towards her teammate in the South community that Larissa had. And that student athlete will also have earned a $1,000 scholarship to go along with the award. This year's recipient is Miss Katie Clarke. And Katie, we are incredibly proud of you and all that you have overcome and all that you are going to achieve as you continue to chase your goals and dreams into the future. Congratulations. And now for our final awards of tonight's event, our coveted Principals Awards.
Now, it is my privilege to announce this year's salutatorian and valedictorian. For those of you that don't know about the two titles, the salutatorian has the second highest cumulative GPA, and the valedictorian will have the first highest cumulative GPA. In order to determine who will be the salutatorian or valedictorian, we take 7 semesters of classes that were taken here at South High School. Now, there's so many students that want to become this, and to truly earn the distinction of the salutatorian or valedictorian takes a ton of commitment, sacrifice, and hard work. Without further ado, this year's salutatorian is Haley Hayes. And now, for the senior class of 2020, his valedictorian is Barry Bartow. It was the time that I get to announce the winners of what South calls the Principal Award. Moving forward and honoring the class of 2020, I would like to make the switch to call the Principal's Award now the Rebels of the Year. Starting tonight, and every senior class afterwards, I will select 2 worthy candidates of the Rebel of the Year. To be the Rebel of the Year means you have to have total contribution to the betterment of the South community. Demonstrate academic integrity. These students best exemplify what it means to be the Rebel of the Year through classroom behavior, positive participation in school events, and exemplary attendance. The students need to show that they're a true role model, not only for their peers, but many others in the community. They need to lead by example by the way they act and participate at all school events, not only here at South, but in the community as well. Extracurricular, they need to participate in at least 3 extracurricular activities, sports, or clubs during their time at South. Demonstrate grit and perseverance needed when faced with certain personal situations. And finally, show the true essence of South High School and what it means to say, I am Denver South. Tonight's first annual Rebel of the Year is none other than Katie Clarke. And second recipient of Rebel of the Year is Mr. Nate Kingdom. In closing, I want to thank each and every one of you for your commitment to Denver South High School. Families, staff, thank you for helping support each student that was recognized tonight. You saw what was special in them, and they deserved to get to this night. I stand here at a place that so many of you had great memories. Right here, that's right, Senior Hall. There's a courtyard where you experienced some of your wonderful dances. It's empty, it's dark, because we miss you guys. I can't wait to see you here in the next couple days. I would like to close with this. Class of 2020, you are the best. Should have been a rebel, and we'll never forget closing out your chapter here at South virtually.
Hello everyone, I'm back, and that must mean the show is over. We hope you have enjoyed the Senior Awards ceremony for the class of 2020. Virtual or not, this class of seniors has accomplished a great deal, and we at South are so very proud of you, and we wish you all the absolute best as you move on to your respective futures. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you.